Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Dean. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Makes the grab. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll leave it with him. Got him up for the first down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They bring him down, but the big play snap it from the 30 on first down. He'll try to pop the draw. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Found the seam on the left.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Boone. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll try it over the left side. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Spartans! He got a step and just dusted the field. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Howell. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. He now has 84 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. To the air on first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Collier. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Another incompletion on third down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up.
He's running free down the middle. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Hands it off. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Houck. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rushes on him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Baker. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He's got the tight end. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. He will score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Houck. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to fire on second down. Lofts one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense behind stands on the result of the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City.
The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. To the air. It's Baker. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Spartans are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes.
There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Iowa! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Finds his man. It's Boone.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hope. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Unloads to the right. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. The 20. Past the touchdown, Michigan State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Conrad. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 18 over Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here's There's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never going to...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Collier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Defense in press coverage. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. On the run, it's Peppers. Nice move to keep running. Gets away from one, finds some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick completion to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires left. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smash. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because it...
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys.